Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is my post-pageant analysis for this year's Miss Universe Nigeria. Yes guys, it's been a lot have been said. Social media is buzzing. A lot of people have many things to say about the pageant, about the final results, about the whole pageant in general, and this is going to be my the summary of everything that happened yesterday. Okay, so if you are interested in watching, don't touch that dial, keep on watching. Alright guys, so yesterday I came on live. I did a live reaction to the finals, and for those of you that missed out, please go and watch that particular live stream. Okay, I was here throughout the streaming of the pageant. Okay, although I watched it on my laptop on the YouTube channel, it was much more clearer on the YouTube channel than watching it on the TV. Okay, for those of you that watch it on TV, how did you cope? Because watching it on TV, to me, it's a waste of time, because the television the Silverbird television network is not as clear as watching it on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, I really enjoyed watching it on YouTube. It was way more clearer, and it was I think it was easier for me to do that instead of because I was reacting to it live and and all that. So I think watching it on their YouTube channel was easier for me. And yeah, going forward, I would say that first of all, one of the things that I did not like, or what I think they need to work on, or what I think that has been reoccurring in the pageant, in the Miss Universe Nigeria pageant, is the poor production, the poor lighting, the boring music background. Like seriously, each year I keep talking about it. It's like we are repeating the same thing every year. The background music was very boring. The lighting was poor. The production was generally poor. Like seriously, I don't know why why Silverbird keep working with this production outfits. Like seriously, they need to change them, because they're not really doing a good job. A lot of persons were complaining that they didn't get to see the contestants very clearly. The face was not clear, the gown itself wasn't clear, so many things on stage was not clear, and most times you don't get to see the full view of the contestants. Okay, so I think at this point the production outfit needs to be changed. Okay, because they keep repeating the same mistakes every year. We keep saying the same thing. Anyway, let me not talk too much on that. First off, they started the show with the traditional outfits before they went on to the swimsuit and before they went on to the opening number, which I found very, very strange and weird, because I was like, you need to start off with the opening number before the traditional outfit and before the swimsuit. Okay, so I was thinking that they're supposed to have gone with the normal order, but what they did yesterday, the way the order in which the contestants came on stage was kind of weird, because I don't really understand. How can you finish from traditional costume to swimsuit and to opening number? I thought the opening number would come first before the traditional costume and before the swimsuit and evening wear. So I don't know what happened in terms of that particular the way they programmed it, but I think that is kind of strange. Okay. So aside from that, I would say the swimsuit. In the swimsuit, I wasn't really a fan of that hat. Like seriously, guys. Like, what do you think? I wasn't really a fan of that hat that they wore when they came out. I think the swimsuit design was okay, but the hat wasn't doing it for me at all. I'll put pictures for you guys to see, but for me personally, I think that hat didn't do it for me for the swimsuit category. Okay, that's the swimsuit category. Okay, so that is it for the swimsuit. I felt like they would have done the way with the hat. So going forward, we have had the award ceremony. Okay, where they awarded most of the ladies, for their outstanding qualities that they showcased in camp. Okay, so the awards that were given out yesterday went to some states. Okay, so awards were given out to the candidates that really stood out in the various categories in camp. Okay, so the best talent went to Miss Kano State, best traditional costume went to Miss Osun State, most photogenic went to Miss Oyo, which I was like, Oyo wasn't the most photogenic, so I don't know how they came about that particular award, but all the same, the judges know why they chose Miss Oyo as photogenic. For me, she wasn't the most photogenic. Alright, so going forward, we have the best in evening wear, which was given to Miss Anambra State. I was like, I wasn't really feeling Miss Anambra's gown until I got to see the full view of the gown. I'm like, okay, it really makes sense, because when she came out the first time, I wasn't feeling the gown, but later on when I saw the full, the clearer video of the gown, I found out that, okay, yeah, she really deserved to win the best in evening wear. The next award was Miss Amity. It was given to Miss Bayelsa State, because of course she was the most friendliest candidate in the camp. Okay, so finally we have Miss War, that's War Soap. Okay, that was given to Miss Imo, which of course they had an event, they had a war, is it war? I mean, how will I put it? Wow. Wow is the name of a detergent. Okay, so they had an event in camp, and I think Imo State actually won that particular event. Okay, so that's why she was awarded as, war, the best, is it Miss Wow or something like that. That was what Imo was awarded. Okay, so all the same, I would say that the awards were kind of fair, but I don't know why Anambra, Oyo was giving Miss Photogenic, because I thought that there were other girls that deserved to win the Miss Photogenic award. All right, so going forward to the top 10, we had Miss Lagos, Miss Delta, Miss Bayelsa, Miss Ebonyi, Miss Imo, Miss Oyo, Miss Akwa Ibom. Oh, sorry. Top 10, we had Miss Lagos, Miss Delta, Miss Bayelsa, Miss Anambra, Miss Ogun, Miss Akwa Ibom, Miss Ebonyi, Miss Imo, Miss Oyo, and finally Miss Ekiti State. Okay, so like I said yesterday, out of my top 10 predictions, 7 of my predictions made it to the top 10 of the judges list. Okay, so the only countries that the only states that did not make it to the top 10, to the judges top 10 from my own list was Edo State didn't make it, Abia State didn't make it, and Nasarawa didn't make it. And of course Nasarawa was one of the most, the shocker of the night, because I was expecting Nasarawa to make the top 10. A lot of persons were shocked that Nasarawa did not make the top 10, and I'm like, what really happened? What really happened? Anyway, going forward, I think Lagos State got, went into the fan vote. Same with Delta State and same with Ekiti State. Okay, so those 3 states, they were fast tracked into the top 10 via fan vote. Okay, so going forward, we had the evening wear. Yes, evening wear of the top 10. Okay, and also in terms of the evening wear, I think this Anambra was awarded the best in evening wear. I think I've said it before. All right, so now it's now time for it's now time for the top 5 to record. And the top 5, we had Anambra, Bayelsa, Ogun State, Lagos, and Akwa Ibom, which was not really much of a surprise to me, but I was expecting Oyo State to make the top 5, but anyway, she didn't make the top 5. All right, so all right, so yeah, we all know the winners already. Yes, we all know the winners from the top 5. They were asked Q&A questions as usual, and in that Q&A, I think Miss Anambra gave the best answer. Miss Lagos was just there. Miss Akwa Ibom tried as well. Miss Bayelsa, she did very well, and finally Miss Ogun State was one of the surprises for me, because I didn't expect her to break into the top 5. Okay, so Ogun State actually did very well as well, but I was expecting her to give another, give a different type of answer. But anyway, she tried. All right, so that is the result. That is what happened in the show. Now let's go into my own thoughts on the winners and what happened in terms of the results. All right, so starting with my own personal observation as to why Dami did not win the pageant, because a lot of persons are saying, oh, Dami would have won the pageant. Why did Dami not win the pageant? Why was Dami not given a crown at all? Okay, for my own observation, I felt like Dami underperformed. Going into the competition, she was the strongest candidate, but I don't know, for some reason I don't know what really happened to her. Even from the prelims, I sort of noticed that her choice of gown wasn't outstanding. Okay, it wasn't more of it wasn't a standout, because I saw better looking gowns from the other contestants. I expected Dami, that has international experience, to bring her A game into the competition, but she was kind of underwhelming to me. Her performances from the prelims wasn't really giving me that vibe that she wanted to win the crown. Okay, I would say that personally I wasn't thrilled with her preliminary evening wear, you know, and also the final evening wear. I wasn't a fan of it. We all know that in terms of speaking skills, Dami is not much of a strong speaker, and it really showed, during the Q&A. So she wasn't really the best in Q&A, but she had the good catwalking skills. She had a good social media presence. She had the aura. She had a strong social media presence, and she had the confidence of a Miss Universe. But at the same time, I think that when you have a good catwalking skills, a good social media presence, the experience, coming from an international competition, and you don't have a good speaking skills, it's kind of like definitely going to rub off. I feel like all those things can be worked on, but when it comes to speaking skills, you cannot work on your speaking skills. Okay, although you can work on it, but if you don't really have that much of a speaking that much of speaking skills, it's going to affect you when you go out there to represent the country internationally. And you guys know that Miss Universe is gradually tilting towards more of a vocal and more of an eloquent speaker than facial beauty, catwalking skills, and all that. And rumors have it that Miss Universe, they are going to scrap the swimsuit competition, during the finals. So I don't know how true it is. Allegedly, we heard it. But at this point, I think that we're looking what the organizers are looking forward to, or what the organizers want, is a candidate that can speak very well, and that was what the predecessor of Chidinma had. Okay, she had a good speaking skills, and I think that was one of the reasons why Dami did not win. Okay, I think that was one of the reasons for me personally. I don't know any other reason, but I feel like personally, I think her speaking skills was the reason why she did not win the competition. Okay, forward to Miss Supranational Nigeria, the new Miss Supranational Nigeria gift in that represented Akwa Ibom State. I feel like she has a lot to do before the competition next year, so of course she has a long time to prepare. I think at this point she should work on her social media handles, because like I said, social media handles, it's what puts you out there. You have to be out there, and if you're not out there, you won't get recognition. Okay, so I feel like Gift needs to work on her social media presence a lot more, because I see that she doesn't really post much on social media, and representing the country internationally, you need to be out there so that you can be recognized. Okay, you can be seen. Okay, so yeah, that's the advice I would give to the new Miss Supranational Nigeria. She needs to work on her social media presence, and also she needs to work on her general styling. Okay, she's a beautiful lady. She has the height. She speaks very well as well. But I think that she needs to be out there more often. Okay, yeah, by working on her social media handles, very, very important. So now going on to the winner of the night. Yes, the star winner of the night, Miss Universe Nigeria, Onyinyechi Basil. I would say congratulations, you deserve to win. Okay, this lady put up a sterling performance, and I must say that she deserved to win. But for her to succeed in Thailand, she needs to work on her social media presence, because Miss currently is lacking. She does not have a lot of followers. She needs to work on her social media presence more, and also her styling, and of course, most importantly, her catwalking skills needs to be improved as well. All right, she has the Q&A skills. She's eloquent. She's vocal. That is a plus for her going into the Miss Universe. But she has a lot of work to do in terms of the catwalking skills. In terms of her social media presence, and also her styling. Okay, so I think once she puts in more effort in these particular things that I mentioned, she can do very well in Thailand. Okay, she has the beautiful face. She has she's beautiful facially. Okay, so I think she can do very well in Thailand. All right? Add here that with the support of the Silverbird organization, she can also do very well in Thailand. With what they did with Chidinma, with the support they give to Chidinma, if they can also give that same support to Onyinyechi, she will do very well in Thailand. Okay, so yes, it's up to the organization right now, Silverbird organization, to do the needful. Okay, yes, support Onyinyechi throughout her journey, and of course she's going to do very well in Thailand. So that's it for my post-finance analysis for Miss Universe Nigeria, and I want to really, really appreciate my subscribers for following me throughout the journey of the Miss Universe Nigeria coverage. I want to say a big thank you to you all. And for those of you that are watching me for the very first time, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you want more pageant content. Okay, so yeah, this channel is all about pageant content, and also there are so many other things that are coming onto your coming your way in this particular channel. I'm trying to bring in a lot of things that will spice up the channel. All right, so aside from that, if you've not followed me on Instagram, please, what are you waiting for? Follow me on Instagram at abecrystaltv. It's on the screen. Okay, that's why I put it on the screen, so that you guys can follow me. For those of you that have been chatting me up, trying supporting my channel as well, giving me ideas, making the encouraging me to continue with what I'm doing. Thank you so much. I don't take your support for granted. Okay, thank you so much to my lovely subscribers. And also, like I said before, now I have a book launch coming up very soon for newbies. Those of you that are interested in pageantry for the very first time, that want to participate in pageant for the first time. I have a book that I want to launch very soon here on my channel for you guys. Okay, so it's all about the guidelines to participate in the beauty pageant. Okay, it's just for a token amount. All right, so you guys should anticipate that particular book launch. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me throughout the coverage of this particular pageant, and I'll see you all in my next video coming up very soon.